is it here? Maybe I can show some of the chocolates of what you're talking
Yes,
about.
yeah.
The apple banana, using Hawaii grown apple banana.
Apple
feeling?
bananas, yeah, roasted, caramelized, lilikoi. I use the coffee, of course, the magnates.
So local grown Hawaii
Yeah.
coffee. Local grown pineapple?
Well, you have pineapple.
Yeah.
You have a co-orange, which is a very unique. It's a caramel, but you know, it's something. It takes a lot of work to make it, and
Wow,
we have all different fillings for the kids as well as the adults. You know, we've got some liquor chocolates, which everybody likes also. And
Beautiful, so
for the
shiny.
cacao, I can tell you, in Hawaii, it's a huge market. And what's different with Hawaii, I would say, would be it has its own niche to make a Grand Cru chocolate. Once you get into the Grand Cru, you really distance yourself in quality.
What is Grand Cru?
Well,
if
Grand
you
Cru
could, Philippe,
would be
explain to
more
us?
like these are really small crops. They're taken care of really
Well, very
well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not looking for the major volumes in production. And then they control, and then they can massage to work the beans and the drying, the fermentation. Because you can fermentate a lot of beans from around the world and then drying, but they don't all have the same taste. And the soil in Hawaii is quite unique for this.
Is that right?
I mean, I've been traveling around the world, and I can tell you, Hawaii has incredible ingredients growing here. I did a comparison on the other side of the world. Hawaii is so far ahead.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, I mean.
So one of the things we excel
So
at.
you know, and the chocolate, everybody loves chocolates. I mean, I have kids coming to the stores. I mean, they'll eat a little chocolate, and but they get to enjoy it when they're young.
It's so artistic too,
yeah.
so beautiful.
And you know, you got to have to shine. The key of the chocolate couvertures, which Hawaii makes, is you stay with the cocoa butter in there. Very important not to change to go to vegetable oils.
Yeah.
Europe did try to change their laws on it, and of course the French are very revolutionary, so they said no. So no, because it's very important, the cocoa butter in chocolate. It's one of the main ingredients, and it's different in taste. I mean, if you line up 3 or 4 different chocolates around like that, and you start tasting great couvertures or great chocolates from around the world, you'll see there's a big difference than your standard chocolate.
And what I noticed, you know, when I went to a chocolate conference in New York City, Philippe, is that this is not this, you know, it's such a different concept. Maybe it's closer to wine in the sense as a metaphor rather than coffee in its retail, is that there are wines that are very, as you say, Grand Cru, and then there are the other ones that maybe are more so common. This is an art
This
piece.
is unique. This is unique,
art.
taste-wise.
This is special. Connoisseur.
I'm wishing Hawaii will put at least 200,000 acres.
Okay.
And I would like to see them in all the islands.
Yes.
Because then you can make a whole story about chocolate for the States. It's very important. And yeah, it's a little bit like you do in California with Napa, Sonoma. But you can come around with chocolate, and it's possible to do it. I think it's really possible. It's just a matter of believing in the product, which is, I believe in it. And I use different Grand Crus of the world, and this is one of them which I do use to make certain chocolate bars, certain ganache, and things like that.
And you spent some time in China. I mean, when I was there, what impresses me about having served on the tourism committee is that even the Ritz-Carlton Laguna Niguel has a huge chocolate tasting room at the Ritz-Carlton on the water at Laguna Niguel. And this is the new, where we have some world-class hotels. You want world-class chocolate, I could see it on every pillow or something that they could be educated about in terms of, again, talking about chocolate as an Epicurean connoisseur product that Asia now with their newfound, in some cases, wealth.
Right now, China consuming chocolate right now, huge percentage. They're getting into it very well, and they want quality. When I was a couple of months in Beijing, running a luxury hotel, I mean, I was doing these chocolates over there so people could taste them. It's like, they just fall in love with chocolate.
And
I
they'll
mean,
buy
you know,
it. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can make hot chocolate drinks also, which
Oh,
is very
yes.
unique.
Mm-hmm.
If you use raw chocolate, it'll be the best chocolate you can have in the world to drink.
That's right.
And you know, I would say chocolate, well, coffee is slowly overthrowing the tea in China now.
Is that right?
So Hawaii's got great coffees.
Right.
So when I analyze Hawaii and around the world, it's quite unique. This place, these islands have something quite secret to the world, because the world hasn't all discovered what Hawaii has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
They've discovered what New Zealand sends around the world, which do incredible products to Europe. And I think Hawaii should get on slowly on the boat to get over to these European countries, because they love great products, you know,
Yes.
from the
Even
pineapples,
Japan.
Asia. Asia's more closer, but chocolate, there'll always be a huge market.
Mm-hmm.
That's why 200,000 acres is really little. Mike, you got to start putting trees in there.
Give me the money.
No, because no one will refuse high quality chocolate.
That's right.
No,
It's such a
I mean,
perfect gift.
I've taken beans from Hawaii to France several years ago, and they wanted several tons, and I said, we don't have several tons yet. So, and there was a famous chocolate confectionery in Lyon, which is one of the #1 top 10 of France, and he was like, why can't you send them? I said, there's not enough right now.
That's
but,
right, rarest chocolate in the
But if we
world.
can use all the islands, it'll be very unique, because there'll be a different taste of chocolate on each island.
Just
That's
like
very true.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Just
That's
like
very
coffee,
true.
right?
So,
That's
yeah,
very true.
same system, you know.
Yeah, well, do you mind if I read a little bit from an article that was sent to me? And it was interesting because, like I said, I went to New York and I saw some of what foodies from around the world, food experts from around the world were invited, and they talked about the incredible demand for chocolate in Asia. And I know Japan's always enjoyed high-end chocolate, high-end. So that's a market. But also now that China is involved, and we know that Governor is going up to Shanghai for the Shanghai Expo this summer, and I know we're opening up a Hawaii store, right? So
Well,
I mean,
we're going to definitely have some Hawaiian chocolate.
No question about it.
good,
No question.
fantastic.
I'll be very happy to show what Hawaii has to offer.
Here we go. And chocolate may be good for the heart. Here we go. It says they found people who had an average of 6 grams of chocolate a day, about 1 square of chocolate, had a 39% lower risk of heart attack or stroke. The study will be published today in the European Heart Journal. So it sounds a lot like wine, Philippe.
See, I have over 100 grams, so
You're going to live forever. Yeah, and the name of the game, when it's all said and done, is quality. We're really selling aloha with this. I might add that our Hawaiian chocolate recently won a gold medal. The milk chocolate won a gold medal at the Chocolate Salon Awards in San Francisco.
Oh, I didn't even know. You're holding out on me, Mike.
And we had sent some
believe it.
up to the London Academy of Chocolate last summer, which is sort of a snobby panel of evaluators, and they were absolutely intrigued with Hawaiian chocolate.
There you go.
They couldn't get over it. So it's out there and ready to be introduced to the world.